Alright, Capricorn, welcome to your reading. The cards are just flying out of here today. So the first card we have is Justice. And today we are doing a reading about what your future spouse might be like. And remember that reading for the whole internet is damn near impossible, so take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Alright. The cards are very alive today. Woo! Let's see what we have here. Alright, so I feel like to start here, it's your future spouse is going to be someone who values truth highly. They would rather be hurt by the truth than you lying to them in order for them to feel good. I feel like it's someone who caught a lucky break growing up. I feel like they had a good upbringing, and I see that with the star. I also feel like you are probably gonna be finding them in a place that's not the greatest. We have the Devil card here. I'm not saying they're abusing anything or addicted to anything necessarily. I just feel like they're maybe not mentally in the best place when you first meet. I feel like they went to college or went to higher education, but they didn't finish it. And I also feel like there's someone who really enjoys to have a good time. They like to go to festivals, they like to go to parties, they like to, you know, they like stuff to happen. They don't just like sitting around and not doing a lot. They really like to, you know, get out and get social and do stuff. I feel like they're very much an extrovert. I also feel like your future spouse can be a little bit manipulative if they want to. I think they're very charismatic and very beautiful. I feel like before you they have probably manipulated quite a few people. I'm not saying they're a bad person at all, I just think that they're charming and know it. So they have used that to their advantage in the past, before they meet you. But I feel like something is gonna happen in their life before they meet you. They're gonna realize something or get to know someone that is very much gonna teach them, not necessarily, I wouldn't say they necessarily are gonna be spiritual, but they are gonna teach. They are gonna steer them in a direction for a better path for themselves. I see that with the Hierophant. And then we have the King of Cups. I feel like their parents are gonna be a big influence in their lives. Especially their dad is gonna be a big influence in their life. And I feel like your spouse is someone who is very, very concerned about making them proud. Alright. Death and Rebirth. Yes, and then we have Death and Rebirth. I feel like that underlines very well what I was talking about before with your spouse being someone who's gonna go through a transformation before they meet you. I feel like they, in the past, I'm not sure if it's like they've been in trouble with the law, but I feel like before they meet you, they're gonna be, you know, reborn in a way. Like they're gonna meet someone who's gonna steer them in a very, very good path. It's like a very personal development kind of situation. Whoa, alright. Okay, so your future spouse is someone who very much likes to stand on their own feet, but they're not very good at making decisions. So the whole what are we gonna have for dinner thing, that's probably gonna be on you. They're not very good at making decisions, but when they do make a decision, they really, really want to stick with it. It's very, very important for them. And they are not the kind of person who do something half-assed. They really like to finish whatever they started. And they're not very good at, you know, stopping in the middle of doing something and then doing something else. They want to finish what they're doing. So if they're vacuuming, they want to finish doing that before they do something else. Okay, what else we have? Yes, the High Priestess. Okay, so I think when you come into their life, spirituality is probably gonna be a part of their life. I don't think it was necessarily before you guys met, but I think that will be. And I think like you're gonna act as like obviously both their spouse, but also their spiritual mentor in a sense. They're at first not really gonna seem super interested in you teaching them anything about spirituality or anything like that, but I feel like they're gonna open up to you eventually. It is gonna take some time because they're kind of a stubborn person, I feel like. They could be a Taurus. They could definitely be a Taurus, but I feel like they're gonna open up to you eventually. It's just gonna take some time for them to get there. Because, you know, it's not an easy thing to do, especially if you have lived in a household, which I feel like they could have, where these sort of things were not really things you were talking about, if you know what I'm saying. I also feel like this person is someone who could have their own business or want to have their own business. They want to very much stand on their own 2 feet and don't really like getting bossed around. Right. So the first card we have here is going beyond normal, and I feel like that is leading me to believe that if you're gonna find this person, if you want to find this person, you're gonna be meeting them in a place that's not like at the grocery store or at, you know, the bank or something. It's gonna be a place you did not expect to meet someone. It's gonna be totally, it's not gonna be on Tinder, it's not gonna be, you know, any of these things. It's gonna be super unexpected for you. And it's probably gonna require you to get out of your own comfort zone. Right, and then we have a new birth, a guarded vigilante. And that makes perfect sense, because if this person is gonna be going through a spiritual transformation with you, they are gonna be very, very vulnerable, and it's very important that you consider that going forward in that relationship, and that you take care of them, because going on this journey, especially when you know nothing about it, it can be really scary and makes you really vulnerable. And in order for them to open up to you, it's super important that, you know, let them learn at their pace and let them do things their way. If they wish to, oh well, I would like to study a pendulum and see how that works out for me, that it's important you let them go on their own journey and not force them down your road. So I think that was pretty much it. I think this person is very, very interesting, and I think it's gonna be a challenging relationship for both of you, but I think it's gonna do you both really, really good. I hope you enjoyed this reading very much, and if you did, please like this video. It would help me out very much. Feel free to join our little family. We would very much love to have you. And without further ado, I will see you in my next video. Bye bye!